Well, I tell you, since my man Sinatra is here, we should talk about some of that good space action real quick. And it's getting pretty interesting out there. Let's get up to some space jazz, man. Some interesting stuff happening this week. Super lunar event, a super moon, and a red blood moon lunar eclipse are all happening at the same time on the 26th. That's this week, man. Wow. Look at how it looks in the middle, how the full moon looks, and it'll be big and close, you know? And it'll be that deep red, like, dude, you want to talk about a time... Is real! You want to talk about a time that red dusk is going to happen, that those werewolves will be powered up, man.
Right there, man. Right there.
Yeah, that's the fucking time for it. Pretty interesting. And that's in close space. Far space, it gets even fucking weirder, dude. Oh, god damn it. We got the fucking loads. We made it through the whole show. Whoa! I accidentally hit the rocket again. How? I don't know how that even happened. I guess it was talking about the space jazz. Yeah, it'll blow the confetti away. It'll push it all out the windows, man. Oh,
I think that means you need to hit more confetti so that T-Jack has something to do.
I may have to. But out in the further reaches...
I just hired you, man. I vouched for you.
Well, now you got something to clean up out there, man. What I will say is out there in deep space, it gets even stranger than things like how we're able to view our moon on any one given particular day. Look at this right here. Stunning birth of a star and more top space and science stories this week. Look at these. Ooh. I mean, I know it's a simulation. The other article we were going to try to look at was about the fast radio bursts. Remember, they were looking for fast radio bursts that they were detecting in deep space, and they couldn't tell where they were coming from, right? And people were like, oh my god, it's aliens, and all of this type of stuff. Well, NASA, using the Hubble telescope, was able to pinpoint more precisely where it's coming from, and it looks like it's in arms, the outstretching arms of other galaxies where stuff is moving fast enough and colliding fast enough that it creates stars when it collides. And that's sending those FRB pulses all the way to fucking Earth. That's fucking amazing, man.
Wow.
Yeah. That is impressive. That is impressive.
Dang, man. So we're hearing stars being born.
We're hearing their birth. We're hearing their first cries as they are born into this universe. How dope is that, man? But as we continue our knowledge of close and of shallow and deep space, I guess would be the two antonymic words to use there. It gets even stranger, man. I'm not even sure if antonymic is right. They are antonyms, so being of or pertaining to an antonym, maybe antonymic. I don't know
if it's right or not, but
I don't know if that. I mean, I hope you know what I mean, but I don't know if that's actually a word that I just said here in a minute.
Wait,
anyway, what?
Yeah, good.
God damn, you fired, T-Tech. But it gets even stranger the further you go out there. Take a look at this. Wormhole tunnels in space-time may be possible. New research suggests.
The dinosaurs.
Awesome.
Now you know what this means, right? You understand what the potential for value here is. This is not time travel, guys. This is not time travel. What this is, to be honest, for lack of a better word, that's teleportation. Now that's without disintegrating and reintegrating a body, thus having you made up of different molecules than you were before. And at that point, are you really even you? This is not only moving you through space, but through time. Your perception of time wouldn't change as you experience it spatially instead of temporally. To you, much like Einstein and Doc Brown's first test, the trip would be instantaneous.
That's right. That is right.
To literally fucking anywhere. And I mean literally fucking anywhere, man.
I can't wait until transit stations are just two big round tubes with train carts in them, you know, and people just load up on the cart, and one of them's a receiver and one of them is a sender, and they alternate as one sends and one receives, you know, but basically it just starts going around in a big circle really, really fast, the train. until it opens the fucking wormhole.
Well, until it gets up to
boom.
88 miles an hour, and then boop, gone.
Yeah, and then it sends you to fucking France or something. You pop up in the receiving tunnel in France.
You know what?
Boom,
if I'm going through
instantaneously.
teleportation, fuck France. I want to see the Mars colony. You know what I mean?
Go wherever the fuck you want. I'm just saying that's how it will work, man.
Oh, man. How do you avoid it doing the black hole thing? You know how black holes, they say it'll basically slowly rip you apart?
Black hole sharks, that's not up to us. That's up to the scientists, man. We're just here to eat some dude. All I'm saying is that as you explore deep space, we still have to get a firmer grip on the things that are happening near us. You know what I mean? And we're slowly getting there, man. Firefly, another space exploration company, selects SpaceX to launch its next lunar lander. Guys, I know we've talked about it before, but let's just remember some very important words. Commercial space travel.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of which, we're getting damn close. Let's bring up the meter. Here at the bottom of your screen, you can see us raising the scant $55 million required to take a commercial flight. We're so close.
Gee.
We might be there by next week. We're damn close, my friend. Damn close.
I still think end of the night. I still think, I know it's getting late, but I think we can do it.
All I know is whatever we're going to do, we need to hurry up and fucking do it and quit arguing about it. China landed its Mars rover on the first try. Here's what's next. Okay. First things fucking last here. Everything we have, all of this news comes from the government direct. There is no independent media in a communist-led country. All companies have to deal with the government. So them saying on the first try, that's like that episode of 30 Rock where Tracy Morgan goes and shoots a bunch of movies with Kim Jong-il. And he's like, oh, I'm the biggest movie star in the world. And he can tell his people that because they have no access to any other information. You know what I mean? Well, here we go again. Oh, China did it on its first try. Really? You don't get there overnight. I feel like we would have known this already if you really made it all the way out there. But at any rate, maybe they did. Who knows? They got all kinds of fucking plans for essentially just doing everything we've already done, standing on the shoulders of greatness and claiming it as their own. The blue butterfly will search for signs of life and measure Mars's magnetic field. Yeah, Simpsons did it. We already did this.
Simpsons been doing it for a few
months now.
We've
already done this, man.
Yeah.
Zach Osborne says, when did they launch it? That date is unclear. Surprise! I'm just saying.
And 223's not wrong either. They've been infiltrating America for a while. How many Chinese spies have we found in, like, for instance, Houston of all places?
We've reported on several ourselves, man.
I think we should also be looking in the bed of our senior senators on the Intel committee too.
We should be firing our senior citizens. If you've been in government that long, you should go. You should just go.
Yeah.
But you know what? We don't have an hour to talk about the federal government right now. By the way, Gulf City Sherry in the chat says, Gasly sounds like he needs a drink. I would agree with that statement. If the Chinese do, in fact, try to follow in our footsteps of all of our space exploration aspirations, by the way, Exploration Aspiration is not a bad name for a band, now that I think.
Not bad at all.
Then we need to be prepared. We need to weaponize something that we can use in space. Well, lucky for us, Tardigrades shot out of a gun to test an origin of life theory. And I wanted to use this one because it says tardigrades are legendarily tough. And that's 100% true. Tardigrades can survive being frozen, shot into space, burned, drowned. Like, you just can't kill these little microscopic bastards. There's some on the moon right now. Anybody that tries to tell you there's no life on the moon, there is, and it's humans' fault. We accidentally took tardigrades out there, and so now there's life on the moon. That's also not on the moon. That's also not on the front page of your news, and it should be. Now, here's the thing about
I love the idea that we're like scientists in a lab somewhere. Like, we're gonna try this. Put the water bears in the gun. We're gonna see what we can do here.
That's right. Pringles is a laid-back company. They wanted to make tennis balls, but the day that the rubber was supposed to show up, they got a shipment of potatoes instead. They said, "Fuck it, cut them up." That's not even that's a Mitch Hedberg. All right, now the thing is about shooting them out of the gun is pretty fucking impressive because they gave them a stress test. Tardigrades don't die when you shoot them out of a gun until you go over 2,000 miles an hour.
Damn.
Holy shit. So that means, now 2,000 miles an hour is significantly faster than your average firearm, right? So that means that we could use some pretty high-speed fucking projectiles, just load it up with tardigrades and start shooting at Chinese space stations. All I know is that if we want to get to the point where we have wormhole stations on Earth sending us anywhere, we cannot be dissuaded by Chinese genetically engineered werewolves being sent to Mars to slow our progress. So our solution, now that mammoths have not proven to be as necessary as we thought, tardigons. That's what I'm talking about, man. I want those tardigons.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for spying on women.